shook moogie, mushy doggy, look shook moogie, ain't. I mean, son, don't go near the Eskimos, please do what I say.
My daddy was working for the weather station a little bit north of Nome. And I grew up in that frozen country where the nights are 6 months long. I used to play like I was an Eskimo. I put whale oil on my hair. And every night I would beg my folks, let me sleep in the frigid air.
Look shook moogie, mushy doggy, look shook moogie, ain't. I mean, son, don't go near the Eskimos, please do what I say.
I was 17 and my voice was changing, but the girls didn't thrill me none. 'Cause I longed to go see an Eskimo on the banks of the old Yukon. One night I slipped from my daddy's house a little bit north of Nome. I knew that I could be back by morning, 'cause the nights are 6 months long.
Look shook moogie, mushy doggy, look shook moogie, ain't. It means, son, don't go near the Eskimos, please do what I say.
And there she was, sitting on a chunk of ice, eating a frozen fish and dipping her friskies in whale blubber. And I said, "Ooga shuga mushka," which means, "The love in my heart is a-burning." And she said, "Shuga mushka nashka," and that means, "Back up, buddy, you're melting the ice." I went back home and I told my daddy about this maiden fair, and how I felt I would like to melt the icicles in her hair. Dad's trembling lips turned purple and his breath began to freeze. It was then he told me I could never rub noses with pretty little Shogni. Son, when you were born, the white man and the Eskimo, well, they were having a lot of wild parties together. And an Eskimo named Pi-Eye, that's right, son, a pie-eyed Eskimo, froze my little boy and made an icicle out of it. So I stole you to get even. I was gonna make a fudge sickle out of you. But I raised you like you were my very own. And I've loved you like the cold-blooded little Eskimo that you are. So you see, son, you can never rub noses with Shogni. No, it's not because she's your sister. But son, Shogni has got the coldest nose in Alaska. And that's why I've always said, "Look shook moogie, mushy doggy, look shook moogie, ain't." I mean, son, don't go near them Eskimos.
Dream on, mean old queen, meanest queen I've ever seen.
She was mean and she was lean, got her kicks at the guillotine. Had a castle on the hill and it was haunted better still.
Haunted castle on the hill.
Bats and rats and black cats too lived there with this mean old shrew. She could make a witch's brew.
Dream on, mean old queen, meanest, leanest queen I've seen.
And then one day a handsome prince came into her province. In his hand he firmly clasped a little slipper made of glass.
Little slipper made of glass.
On her throne the queen did sit. The prince shook a little bit, said, "I hope the thing don't fit."
Dream on, mean old queen, biggest feet I've ever seen.
As away he rode his stud, he saw some footprints in the mud. They were small and they were neat, so he traced these little feet.
So he traced these little feet
Right up to the castle wall, heard the cats begin to squall, and his flesh began to crawl.
Dream on, fairy prince, you'll go back if you got good sense.
Took a shot of haddock call and climbed right up that castle wall. As the prince broke through the tower, the mean old queen was taking a shower.
The mean old queen was taking a shower.
She was mean, but she was clean. Cleanest, meanest queen I've seen. Mean old, lean old, clean old queen.
Dream on, mean old queen. Cleanest, meanest queen I've seen.
In the dungeon far below, he found his love as pure as snow. She was covered up with grit, but the little old slipper fit.
But the little old slipper fit.
Her clothes were torn and soiled with mud, but she looked good on the big white stud. He took her away from all of that crud.
Dream on, Cinderella, you have found yourself a fella.
If you like, I will explain. The mean old queen went down the drain.
She was clean, but she was clean, and the mean old queen went down the drain.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I thought that I would like to be a cow person, so I went to a big rodeo. I signed on as a bull rider. Everyone said that I would stop the show, but a little bitty steer let me down, drove my head in the ground. The son of a gun really came unwound. Oh, a little bitty steer let me down. Well, he chased me around the arena. His hot snorting breath I could feel. I said, I just want to be a cowboy, and this wasn't part of the deal. Oh, a little bitty steer let me down, drove my head in the ground. The son of a gun, he really came unwound. Oh, a little bitty steer let me down. Everyone there was in stitches. We really did put on quite a show, 'cause the seat was out of my britches, and I showed him how fast I could go. Oh, a little bitty steer let me down, drove my head in the ground. The little son of a gun, he really came unwound. Oh, a little bitty steer let me down.
Big John, Big John.
He arrived every morning at the beauty shop in his pink sports car with his chartreuse top, kinda narrow at the shoulder and wide in the rear. Everybody knew there was something kinda queer about John.
Big John, Big John.
Big sweet John. He wore pink pedal pushers and nylon hose, purple wedges with open toes. He drank his milk from a dirty old glass. Everybody knows you didn't give no sass to Big John. Somebody said he came from out in L.A., where he got in some trouble and he had to run away. A smashing blow from his mighty purse put a California fella in the back of a hearse. Big John did.
Big John, Big John.
Big sweet John.
Big John.
Then came the day back in '44 when John said, boys, I'm off to the war. I'll join the wax and I'll serve Aunt Sam. But John couldn't pass the physical exam. All of the girls at the beauty salon said there's one good thing about Big Sweet John. Whether it was Pat or Bruce or Mike, he never met a man that he didn't like.
Big John, Big John.
Big Sweet John. Big John turned hippie out in L.A., where everybody knew he was really gay. You just look at him with that big old grin. Yeah, I'll see you next week at the Love Inn.
Big John,
Big Sweet John.
Big John.
I dreamed I was there with the stars.
Last night I dreamed I went on a tour through the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville, Tennessee. And my guide was none other than America's most beloved cowboy, Tex Ritter. First we stood outside, and he said, "This is the place where Big Joe Talbot threw the detergent in the fountain here at the CMA and made such a mountain of suds that it floated down 16th Avenue and engulfed Columbia Studio." Then we went inside, and he said, "Here in the first section, you will see the actual boots that Ernest Tubb wore the night he wrote that fantastic smash, 'I'm Walking the Floor Over You.' You'll notice that the soles are a little thin, but then so is Ernest." He said this is the actual fiddle bow that Fiddlin' Chubby used on stage the night he knocked the toupee off of the little cowboy. And this is the actual toupee that the little cowboy wore. You'll notice that it's still attached to the fiddle bow. And this is the little cowboy. You'll notice he's still attached to the toupee. Oh, he showed me many wonderful things. He even showed me the pulley bone from Minnie Pearl's first fried chicken. Then he gave me an autographed picture of America's most beloved cowboy on his wonder horse, White Flash, and showed me a list of all the people that would be entered in the Country Music Hall of Fame in the next 10 or 15 years. I started to read. Jack Clement, Merv Shiner, Jim Vanal, Bonnie Guitar and her sister Fender, Cy Coben, Ben Colder. Well, that's when I woke up, and I'm kinda sorry I did, because I figure that's about as close as I'm ever gonna get to the Country Music Hall of Fame.